Hello and welcome back to Basement Sport Addicts, episode 79. Today, no Ethan, but we do have a good one for you today. Some NFL, Tiger talk, last 2 weeks of the MLB regular season. It's going to be a good one. Woo.
We're the Basement Sport Addicts, no doubt. Shouting and cheering, letting it all out. Analyzing plays, predicting the score. So grab your snacks, your jerseys, and your crew. Get ready for some sports.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. We're going to have a good one. Lions do win their first game of the season. Big win over the Chicago Bears. Let's just get into some baseball first before we even get into some NFL, because there's a lot of NFL talk. So let's start with Tigers. I mean, after embarrassing the New York Yankees, destroying them, I mean, they get embarrassed against the Miami Marlins. Not a good team, obviously, and one of the scarier moments in the season, Tarek Skubal leaves the game injured. Not a big deal. He's probably going to make his next start on Thursday. So, I mean, it was the scariest, 24 hours from a Tigers fan in a while. Not sure what our ace is going to be, if he's be able to play, if he's going to be the same pitcher. But negative, or the x-rays came back negative. So, I think it was his upper lat, or something up there. So, that's good news. Tigers absolutely manhandled the New York Yankees. I mean, one of the better series you see from a Tiger team against one of the better teams in baseball. In the playoffs, the Yankees, game one, I mean, absolutely obliterated them 12-2. One of the weirdest innings I've ever seen. A 9-run 7th inning kind of wins it for us, I mean, 9 runs in one inning will pretty much do it for you. I mean, on the mound for the Tigers, Casey Mize, gives up a home run to Aaron Judge, then a home run to Cody Bellinger. It's but he settles in very nicely. Casey Mize, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 8 strikeouts. Good to see from Casey Mize. He's been better as of late. I think he's gone, his last start was against the Mets, and he went 3 innings, gave up only 1 run. So, not bad, but he's probably going to be our Game 2 starter in a playoff series, so need to see something good from Casey Mize. Gotta have it, man. Colt Keith, he gets an RBI. Everybody got an RBI in this game. One of the weirdest innings, but it all started. Parker Meadows ties it up. Welcome, dude. He's been unstoppable since coming back from the injured list. This guy, 3 home runs already. Having one of the better at-bats out of every Tiger. On the mound for the Yankees was Will Warren, and he looked good until, that home run. And then, let me go through the stats of the bullpen guy, who have a stacked bullpen, they say. Fernando Cruz, 0 outs, 2 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks. Then they go over to Mark Leiter, 2 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk. Pretty bad, if I do say so myself, but just a bunch of walks, and then we had a bases loaded base hit from Parker Meadows. You had a couple walks with the bases loaded, some wild pitches, and then I'm not gonna say the dagger because the game was over by then, but Kerry Carpenter with the 2-run double. So, or I guess it was a triple. They count as a triple, but yeah, Chris Paddock goes 3 innings for his first career save. So good to see from Chris Paddock. And then, game 2, I'm not going to say it was the same thing, but man, it was, it started off pretty similar. We had, I believe this was Jack Flaherty's start. Yeah, Jack Flaherty on the mound for the Tigers. Very, very good outing from Jack Flaherty. Good to see from the guys that, they're going to be starting in the playoffs no matter what. So we need to see them pitch good. Jack Flaherty, he's just one of the weirdest pitchers. Either having 6 shutout innings or 6 runs on 3 innings. That's how bad it is. It's insane. Flaherty, 5 innings, 2 hits, 7 strikeouts. Very good from him. And the bullpen was also good. Holton looked good. Troy Melton came in, did good, gave up 1 run, but that'll do it. That's fine. And then for the mound for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon, not bad, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. um, like that's fine, that'll do it. Like that's not a big deal. Tigers, I mean, Gleyber Torres kind of won us the game the entire time. 2-run single off of Carlos Rodon against his old team. Very good to see. I mean, 2 strikes, good piece of hitting, and then Torres also in the 7th gets a ground out, scores a run, and then Riley Green. This is when the floodgates open. Riley Green home run, Parker Meadows single, Carpenter home run against the lefty. Very good to see. Colt Keith also had a home run, but yeah, that was just an embarrassing performance from the Yankees. Good to see from the Tigers for sure. And then game 3, the kind of Tigers threw in the towel there. They were happy with a series win, and they go to SGL and he just gives up home runs, meatballs, home run. So not fun in game 3, but who cares? Just fine. And then they go to Miami and lose the first series, they obviously lose the series, but lose the first game. Tarek Skubal gets that injury. I'm not even going to talk about that game because the game was over when Skubal got taken out. But this one kind of hurt, man. Bullpen was great and everything. Parker Meadows has a couple hits. Kerry Carpenter with a home run. We had a couple hits from Torque. It was good. Morton pitched all right. 4 innings, 2 earned runs. Not bad. Troy Melton looked good. 3 innings, gives up 1 run. And then Tommy Kahnle and Will Vest, goes 3 innings, gives up 1 hit. And Rafael Montero. When the Tigers had bases loaded, nobody out, up 1 in the extra innings in the 11th inning, don't score another run. So that'll do it for you. Brutal pieces of hitting from the Tigers. And then game 3, they just barely do anything. Couple errors from the Marlins, and the pitching was good. Kahnle goes 1 2/3 inning pitched. Will Vest comes in, gets a save. Good pitching. And, Cater Montero looked very good. And they brought it over to Jose Urquidy, who was pretty good. So good to see from the Tigers. But, yes, it was just a scary injury from Skubal. But Tigers are, the magic numbers down to 7. Have a huge series against the Cleveland Guardians, who sit in 2nd place in the AL Central. This is the biggest series of I'm not going to say of the whole year because we're up 6.5, but Tigers sweep, they clinch the American League Central. It's not technically, but Tigers have the season series, so no matter what, even if we lose out, we still would win the division, so good to see from the Tigers. But in other news, Cody Clemens from the Minnesota Twins had a 3-homer game. Good to see. I love Cody Clemens, old Tiger. Good to see. And one of the bigger series coming up, Rangers are 2 games back of that last wild card spot, and they play the Houston Astros, who are in the last wild card spot. So if the Houston Astros lose the series or get swept, they might not make the playoffs. They have a good chance of not making the playoffs if the Rangers do good. They are very hot right now, but hopefully we see Jacob DeGrom will pitch in this series, so hopefully the Rangers, it'd be cool to see the Rangers in the playoffs instead of the Houston Astros, for sure. Brewers and the Phillies are the first teams to clinch their division. Congrats to them. I do want to talk about this. The Athletics have one of the sneakiest offensive in all of baseball. When you got guys like Nick Kurtz, who's a rookie, hitting 32 home runs already, Shea Langoliers has 30 home runs, and Brent Rooker already has 29, almost has 30. Wow, this team, if they get some good pitching, man, this team would be pretty good in the next few years. So good to see from Athletics, who are, never been good. So excited for them. Juan Soto, people said he's had a down year. This guy's had one of the best career down years I've ever seen in my life. 40 home runs, 32 stolen bases, and a 921 OPS. Yeah, that's pretty good for a down year, I'm not going to lie. Some big series. Let's look at the MLB standings. Some important stuff. The Blue Jays are still 4 games up over the Yankees and the Red Sox. It's probably set. National League, Phillies just clinched. Dodgers are up 2.5 over the Padres. I don't think they play each other anymore. Probably not. No, but Giants do. And the Giants are how many games back? Oh, 9 games. Never mind. But yeah, good to see. All right, let's get done with baseball. It's football season, baby. Some bad news from injuries. Kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of injuries happened in week 2. Austin Eckler with a torn Achilles, out for the year. Sucks for the Commanders. Joe Burrow is going to be out for 3 or plus months with turf toe, so that sucks for the game of football, man. That just sucks, dude. One of the better quarterbacks in the game, and he goes down with an injury. Sucks, man. Jalen Johnson's out for the year with a groin injury. Gonna get surgery there. Great corner from the Chicago Bears. In a season where it's not been great to start for the Chicago Bears, it gets worse, so sucks for that. That's not good. And then J.J. McCarthy's out for maybe a week or 2. So some annoying injuries. But it was football. Week 2 went by, and there's still 2 games to be played. Buccaneers are playing the Houston Texans later today, and then the Chargers play the Raiders. Pretty good games, I'm not gonna lie. If it was Chargers Bucks, that would be kind of sick, but we'll take those. How'd your fantasy team? How'd they go? Mine, I went most likely 2-1. So we'll take it. I faced Joe Burrow twice, which was kind of sick. Not sick, but it's good for me in fantasy wise. Let's just go over Thursday night happened. Commanders versus Packers. Dude, this Packers team is so good. I'm not gonna lie. This is a scary Packers team without Micah Parsons barely playing. I mean, Micah Parsons is playing 2 snaps an entire drive. When Micah Parsons is playing fully, he's gonna be so scary. I'm not gonna lie. This Packers team is good. If Jordan Love can be a really good quarterback, actually really good. He had a very solid game against the Commanders, 19 for 31, 292 and 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs with another touchdown. He's had a lot consecutively. Tucker Kraft with a great game, 6 for 124 and a touchdown. Sucks for Jaden Reed, goes down with an injury. Brutal. But yeah, the Commanders absolutely could not find anything against the Packers defense. I mean, Jaden Daniels, the stat looks a lot better than what it was. Last minute kind of garbage time yards and touchdowns. Good for me in fantasy. But yeah, 24-42, 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. And a lot of that came garbage time. So, I mean, they couldn't get anything from JCM, their rookie, Eckler. They all got 17 rushing yards. That's crazy. McLaurin's kind of been nowhere. 5 for 48. Debo, 744 and a touchdown. But, a decent game. Thursday night game. This Packers team is good. It's a scary team for sure. And we had Seattle Seahawks versus the Steelers. DK Metcalf's homecoming. Sam Darnold, 295, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks though. Kenneth Walker has a good game. 105 rushing yards and a touchdown. JSN, man, he's going to be good. 8 for 103. He's going to be good for sure. Excited to see. Aaron Rodgers, 203 passing yards, touchdown, and 2 picks. DK goes 3 for 20 and a touchdown. At least he got the touchdown. But Rowan Wilson, dang. Yeah, kind of. Jalen Warren, 4 for 86 though. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Patriots-Dolphins was one of the better games in football. I mean, we had Drake May go 19 for 23, 230 and 2 touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson, 11 for 54 on the ground, with Travion Henderson doing nothing on the ground, 3 for 10. Stevenson also leading the team with 5 receptions for 88 yards. Good to see in the Dolphins. Tua had a very, very good game. I mean, He goes 26 for 32, very, very accurate. 315, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Um, Tyreek Hill, good game, 6 for 109. And yeah, good game from Devon Achane though, 8 for 92 and a touchdown. Let's see. We got Jags Bengals, which kind of sucked because Joe Burrow went down with an injury. Not good. Trevor Lawrence, 271, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Travis Etienne again, 14 for 71. Not bad. Travis Hunter, 3 for 22. Yikes, not great. And then Bengals, Joe Burrow, 7 for 13, 76 yards and a touchdown. But Jake Browning, off the bench, 241 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and 3 picks. Great. That's crazy. Chase Brown gets all their rushing yards. Crazy. Jamar Chase, though, 14 for 165 and a tutty. Insane. Yeah, very good to see from them. Bills, Jets. Yeah, this Bills team is good. Even with Josh Allen going down, Mitchell Trubisky comes in there, throws a 32-yard pass. Very good on third down, I saw. Josh Allen, not a great game, but, they got the win. Crazy game from James Cook. 21 attempts for 132 and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Yeah, that'll win you games for sure. Rams versus Titans. This was a good game. Matthew Stafford, 298, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Puka had a good run, 45-yard touchdown run. Blake Corum with 44 yards and touchdown. And then Devontae Adams, 106 and a touchdown, with Puka also having 91 receiving yards. Good to see. Browns versus Ravens. Joe Flacco, not a great game. Dylan Gabriel comes in there, throws 19 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, Junkins had a good game. Quishon Junkins had controversy, but yeah, Njoku had 40 yards. But for the Ravens, Lamar, 225, 4 touchdowns. That's crazy. They were able to contain Derrick Henry, but 23 rushing yards, not great. Zay Flowers had a pretty good game. And then D-Hop had 2 catches for 64. Very good game from D-Hop. Unk still got it. 49ers Saints. Spencer Rattler, man. 207 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Kamara, 99 rushing yards. Rashid Shaheed had a touchdown of 52 yards. And then 49ers, Mac Jones, 3 touchdowns, 280 passing yards. Christian McCaffrey, 55 on the ground. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown in the air. Good to see. Let's see what else we got. Giants Cowboys. One of the best games of the day. Russell Wilson throws for 450 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He does throw a late interception, which cost them the game. But why was Jackson Dart in there for an attempt? That's crazy. Insane game for Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Neighbors. 167, 6-7, and 2 touchdowns for Neighbors, and then Robinson with 442 and a touchdown. Insane. Cam Scadaboo had the most rushing attempts. Kind of crazy. For the Cowboys, Dak with 361, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Javonte Williams, 97 yards and a touchdown. George Pickens with 68 and a touchdown. Lamb 112. Yeah. All right, let's get a game. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Lions get the win against Ben Johnson. What a good game from the Detroit Lions. I mean, kind of people are like, oh no, this team isn't good without Ben Johnson. This team's not good. We will see. And facing Ben Johnson, we embarrassed them. I mean, Jared Goff, 23 for 28, 334 yards, and 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns. Insane. On the ground, Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery both had the same amount of rushing attempts, 12 and 11, pretty much the same. Jahmyr Gibbs, 94 rushing yards and a touchdown. Dave Montgomery also had a touchdown. Receiving, I mean, it was J-Mo and St. Brown. Jameson Williams had 2 catches for 108 and a touchdown. I mean, he missed them early in the game. He had a bunch of wide open passes, and Goff kind of threw it into the ground. St. Brown had 3 touchdowns. It was first of his career, so congratulations to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, this was a good game. One of the better games of the season, obviously out of 2 games. But I mean, Aiden Hutchinson had a sack, first of his season, and gets the pressure to where he throws late interceptions, like gets out of the pocket, throws on the run, insane catch by Kirby Joseph, gets an interception. Um, like look at that pressure from Hutch. Gets his signature spin move on him, and he for some reason doesn't throw the ball away and throws it and makes a nice play from Kirby. And then also Brian Branch have a day, man. Had a couple deflections, had a big sack, um, and then he also like he had. I don't like that call. I mean, Brian Branch is running, jumping. He can't stop in the middle of his jump, and Caleb throws it. First career interception for Terran Arnold is called back because Brian Branch jumps on Caleb Williams when he couldn't stop. He was trying to. I don't like that. Just bad. Um, but yeah, this defense went to work. I mean, Jake Bates missed a 55-yard field goal, which kind of sucks, but he'll be fine. We'll survive. Caleb Williams, dude, he was having a brutal day. They had to bring in Tyson Bagent after a while. 19 for 30, 207 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a big interception. I mean, they couldn't get anything. DeAndre Swift had a fumble, forced fumble from Brian Branch. So that was sick. Roma Dunes, they had a good game, but I mean, most of it came in the first half when the game was still there. So, great game from the Detroit Lions. When, going for it on fourth down, as Ben Johnson said, like, that's just what we do. No matter what the score is, we're not going to, like, stop doing what we always do. But I did not like the F Ben Johnson chants. Those were kind of not cool. Not a fan of that. But yeah, what a game from the Detroit Lions. And Lions are 1-1, now playing the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll be a sick game. Yeah. Broncos versus Colts. This was a weird game. I mean, Bo Nix had a good game. 206, 3 touchdowns, but an interception. Big touchdown from Marvin Mims. Yeah, but weird call at the end there. I don't know what that was. Late interception or late call. It was like a block field goal they tried and they called to some random rule. I don't even know what it was, but weird. They lose. Bryce Young has a pretty good game. 328, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Okay, it's actually a really good game. McMillan, 100 receiving yards. Good to see from him. Cardinals, Kyler Murray, 220, a touchdown and a pick. Marvin Harrison was kind of nowhere to be seen. Crazy. And then, what I do want to talk about, Eagles versus Chiefs, kind of a boring game. 25 tush pushes. But Jalen Hurts, a whopping 101 passing yards. Saquon has a good game, 88 rushing yards and a touchdown. Yeah. Chiefs, on the other hand, Mahomes, 187, a touchdown and a pick. Yeah, like, really? Okay. There's a lot of Jalen Hurts hate going on. And obviously, this guy knows his team. He's not going to be Josh Allen where he throws 400 yards because his defense stinks. He's not going to be a Joe Burrow throwing 400 because his defense isn't good. Jalen Hurts knows his team. He knows he's got a top 3 defense. Yeah, he has a top 3 defense. He knows he has a top 3 offensive line in football. He knows he has an amazing running back. So he's not going to go out of his way to make your fantasy team look better. Now, obviously, I know that's why people aren't mad. But, like, Jalen Hurts isn't going to try to go out of his way to make himself look like a better quarterback. He's a selfish, selfless quarterback, and he's going to try to win the game. No matter what the score is, this isn't college football where if you just run up the score to make to have a better ranking. This isn't college football. Win is a win. Like, no matter what the score is, no matter how bad his stats don't look great, he's still not going to go out of his way to make. He wants to win the football game, and anytime he does that, that's what they want to see from him. So, Jalen Hurts has a Jalen Hurts type game, tush pushing a bunch of times. But you can't hate him for that. Like, Chris Jones, that was out of pocket yelling. You didn't even have 100 passing yards. Who cares? They won the game and he didn't. So maybe next time do better on defense. Which He did do pretty good on defense. Was a very good defensive game, but yeah, Jalen Hurts knows his team, and he's not going to go out of his way to make him look better. And obviously, he's not a top 8 quarterback, but that does not matter to him. He doesn't care about that, and it's just how he plays. And you could hate him because he's a cornball, and all of his post game interviews are annoying, and he's just trying to aura farm and all that, but Jalen Hurts is there to win football games, and that's what he's doing for the Philadelphia Eagles. For the Chiefs, they start 0-2. Good to see. All right, next game. Sunday night, this game was a sleep fest. Holy crap. Michael Penix throws 13 for 21 and a whopping 135 as well. Bijan had a good game. 143 rushing yards. Kyle Pitts, man, I thought he would do way better, but only 4 receptions for 37. Drake London had a big drop, like a fumble. McCarthy, 11 for 21, 158, and 2 picks. Yikes. Justin Jefferson, he gets involved, 3 for 81. Good to see, but yeah, brutal. Alright, now we're going to try to do this every week. Here is our top 10 NFL teams power ranking. No, here's our top 10 NFL teams going into week 3. Starting with number 10, I got the Indianapolis Colts. Had 2 big wins. They destroyed the Dolphins, and then, they had that kind of sketchy win against the Broncos with the weird call. But a win is a win. They look good. Daniel Jones is actually, playing pretty well. So he's 10. Number 9 is the Arizona Cardinals. 2 wins so far. They didn't beat the best teams, but they're still pretty good. Kyler looks good. Marvin looked good in week 1. Number 8 is the Washington Commanders. They have Jaden Daniels, who hasn't looked, like the Jaden Daniels, but they did lose Austin Eckler, but they will be fine. Get McLaurin more involved, they'll be fine. Number 7 is the 0-2 Kansas City Chiefs. Starting 0-2, they haven't looked great, but that's fine. They're still the Kansas City Chiefs, and they'll still find a way to somehow make the playoffs and do good. Number 6 is the Los Angeles Chargers. They've only played 1 game, but, dude, Justin Herbert looks so good in week 1. Facing the Chiefs defense. Is going to play, I think he's playing the Raiders. So, yeah, Justin Herbert looks good. Quinn Johnston looks good. And they got Keenan Allen back, so this team's good. Number 5 is the Detroit Lions. They lose the week 1, but big win against the Bears in week 2. Goff looked great. Running backs still aren't even looking good, and they still, Gibbs still ran for 94 yards. Defense needs to look better, and Hutch, he's going to start doing good. So, number 4 is the 1-1 Baltimore Ravens, who's actually playing the Lions. Derrick Henry looked good in week 1. This team is very good. They lost against the Bills in a shootout. They destroyed the Browns. So it's going to be good to see what happens in Monday night, but Ravens are really good. Number 3 is the Green Bay Packers. This team is very good. This defense is a top-tier defense. They got Micah Parsons, who's barely playing right now, and he's playing not much reps, and he's still wreaking havoc on this offensive line, whoever they play. Get Jordan Love another weapon. This team is winning it all. Number 2 is the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen looks great. They got James Cook going. They got a bunch of good receivers. Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir. So Bills are very good. And they have Josh Allen. Number 1 is the defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, they're good. Saquon is a very good running back. Jalen Hurts is going to get them a win. He's going to find a way to get them a win. So, yeah. Those are my top 10 NFL teams coming in to week 3. Thank you all so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and we will see you next week. See ya.
Tune in next week for another dose of basement sports, the ultimate prognosis. Sean and Ethan signing off. Peace out. Keep the sports spirit alive.